So while the dashboard looks great as it is, I really love the fact that it's a dynamic tool now where we can use this to start diving deeper and deeper and find that correct size audience for our clients. So one of the biggest challenges right now is in the senior living space. As these senior living communities try to find new potential people to move in, they're not just reaching out for aging adults, but they're also trying to find those that are caregivers for these aging adults. And through our models, we've been able to create that model, which can be incredibly impactful. So this decision maker for another adult gives us the people that are most likely to make those decisions for others. And as you can see, there's 21% of the country falls into that category. Well, if we start backwards a little bit and go to the all consumer list, now we have 240 million people across the country, accounting for 119 million households. I'm going to narrow straight into my state of New Jersey, and we can now say, how do those numbers look there? So in New Jersey, we have 6.3 million adults on the consumer file, accounting for 3.1 million households. If I wanted to narrow that down for a senior living account, typically it would have been a demographic approach, where they might say, in an assisted living scenario where you're trying to find children of an aging adult that might be impactful in these decisions, it's pretty common to say, let's take everybody from ages 45 through 54. So with that 6 million count drops down to about 2 million. So you've cut the audience down to a third, but really we have no idea whether anybody in this group is more or less likely to make a decision maker for another adult. We just know by age they might fit that criteria. So instead, we could say, let's go back to all consumers. And now let's say who's most likely to be a decision maker for another adult. When we do this, the 6 million drops all the way down to 1.4 million. And now we're not worried about just being age specific. We've already shrunk the size as to what a demographically driven segmentation would do. Now, in this case, maybe we want to still focus on 64 down to 45, and maybe we go down to even the age of 25. And so now in the state of New Jersey, I can say, give me all the audiences ages 25 to 64 that are highly likely to be the decision maker for another adult. And I now see that I have 800,000 people. So that audience previously, if I just took demographics alone, I would have been 2 million people on ages 45 to 64. Well, I've actually expanded my reach by age and still shrunk my overall market size, which allows me to save those dollars and reach them at a higher frequency, hopefully helping to persuade them to consider our senior living facility as their best option.